Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who had just moved away from their parents to the Congo in Africa. They went about building their houses in completely different ways. Ernesto, the bravest pig, began to gather straw. Jorge, a fearless pig, started to gather sticks for his house. Juan, a scared, timid pig, began to gather bricks for his house. "Stop wasting your time making a brick house," Ernesto exclaimed to Juan. "Rather be safe than sorry," Juan answered. Ernesto and Jorge both giggled out of what Juan had said, and the three pigs went back to building their houses. Sooner than later, the three pigs had made their houses in completely different ways. Ernesto's out of straw, Jorge's out of sticks, and Juan's out of bricks. All was good in the life of the three pigs until one day when a curious gorilla named Joe wanted to cause some ruckus right around the area that the pigs had set up their houses by. Joe became a very angry gorilla at a young age because poop was thrown at him all the time by other younger gorillas. This caused Joe to be mad at everyone and everything in the Congo. This included the three little pigs, and they were his next target of Joe's madness. All of the pigs knew about Joe and knew to steer clear of the crazy gorilla. Joe strolled around to the first house, with Ernesto in it. Joe screamed, "Come out, little piggy." Ernesto answered, saying, "Yeah, right. I'm in my house, and you're out there. I'm not coming out there." Joe gathered an idea and started to lay some turds right around the ground next to him. He then proceeded to pick up the poop and throw it at Ernesto's house. "You think a little poop is going to get me out?" Ernesto asked Joe. All around Joe's house was covered in poop, and because the house was made of straw, the smell started to pile into the house, making an unbearable smell. Soon enough, Ernesto screamed, "I can't take it," and ran to Jorge's house. Ernesto ran through the door, slamming it quickly, and whispered softly to Jorge. "Does your house allow smells to get inside?" Ernesto answered. "Well, yeah, it's made of sticks. I smelled your barbecue last week, but why does that matter at all?" Ernesto went about telling Jorge about the whole story about what had happened to his house and that Joe was outside and very angry. Soon the pigs heard Joe yell from the outside, "Come out, little piggies. I don't want any trouble, I swear." After that came a grimacing laugh that made the pigs shiver. "Just go away, Joe. We don't want any trouble. We just want you to go away," exclaimed Jorge. Joe answered back, "Nah, I want to beat up some piggies. It's on my agenda today." "Well, good luck getting us out," Jorge screamed back. Joe knew just how to get them out again, as he began to hurl poop at all sides of the house, and some was even able to get into the house. Jorge's house smelled like it was an outhouse, and it was getting worse. "We gotta get to the attic quick," Jorge said to Ernesto. The two pigs ran to the attic and were able to escape by running off the roof of Juan's house. The two rushed through the door and slammed it behind them, locking as quickly as possible. "What is going on, you two?" Juan asked Ernesto and Jorge. "Gorilla. Poop," Ernesto and Juan said together in a panting voice. "One at a time," Juan said back to the two. Jorge tells Juan the whole story, and they try to brainstorm possible solutions on how to stop Joe's rampage. Ernesto then asks, "Can smell get through your walls?" "No, there's no way. Brick covers it all," answered Juan. Joe tried to throw poop at the wall left and right, but the stink wouldn't come through. Soon, Joe became infuriated and started slamming on the door and screaming, "Let me in." The pigs in harmony answered, "Never." Joe didn't know what to do until he saw the chimney perched up there on the roof. He climbed up on the roof and went right for the chimney. He jumped down, and on his way down, he smelt the worst smell ever. He got down to be covered all over in poop. The pigs had pooped all over the chimney and closed the glass that held the chimney. Joe was trapped in the poop with no way out. "No!" Joe screamed as he looked around. He noticed that the pigs were nowhere to be found. That's because the pigs had left to leave their houses and move on to the next spot to live. This time, all of the pigs built brick houses, and the pigs learned that maybe it is better to be safe than sorry.